Are you bad at languages? Do you feel like no matter what, your brain just doesn't get language? I learned Italian from zero as a native English speaker, and I would get so frustrated studying vocabulary for hours. Then the real conversations would come, and the nerves would get me, and I would freeze. So if this has happened to you, stick around because I have the fix. Number one, your brain is overloaded. Just to begin with, right off the bat. Here's what's happening. Here's the cycle. When you're trying to speak Italian, your brain is juggling 100 different things. Your vocabulary, your grammar, your pronunciation, translating everything, understanding the other person, their body language, what they might mean by something, and also you trying not to panic. That's a lot. So even if you know the word, or even if you know that you do know the word, or that you studied it, your brain can't retrieve it fast enough to use in a conversation. This is why we feel like we can understand and listen to Italian before speaking it. That's totally normal. And here's the mistake I see a lot of people make, is that they take that as that they don't know enough, and they keep studying and studying and studying vocabulary and using the same strategy. And they think, I just need more vocabulary, then I can build a full sentence. So they keep memorizing giant word lists, and then they still freeze in conversation. And then you think, I'm just bad at languages, and you give up, because it's hard. The problem is not a lack of knowledge. It's lack of usable familiarity. So what you can retrieve quickly enough. So it means you may recognize the word when you see it, when you hear it, but you haven't used it enough in real situations to make it natural. For example, you might know the word allora, which means so or moving on. But until you've heard it in conversations and how it's used and how it's drawn out and how it's said, it won't come out naturally when you need it. There is a difference between memorizing a word and becoming familiar enough to use it in a given situation. So here's our strategy. We are going to start learning phrases and connect them with facial expressions and emotion, and we're going to learn that together rather than memorizing random vocabulary that doesn't connect. Here's what to do. You need to hear the same phrases repeatedly, build up the confidence to use words in real life situations, try using words in real situations, and if you don't have somebody to speak with one-on-one like this, then, and I use this strategy inside the Italian Toolkit program, then think of a situation that you know you will encounter when you go to Italy and write them down, and then say those phrases out loud. Always learn Italian with a context of a given situation and not just in isolation. So for example, start learning phrases like magari, I wish, or if only. Che bello, how beautiful, che bello, how nice, how nice. Or even ci vediamo, I'll see you later, ci vediamo, we'll see each other later. So when you learn phrases like this, you connect them with the emotion of saying that phrase. Does this make sense? I sure hope it does. Let me know in the comments. When you start doing this and connecting phrases to emotion and facial expressions and the context of a real situation that you may encounter, your learning will skyrocket. If you feel like you're constantly memorizing words instead of natural phrases you could say in real situations, then I have a free Italian lesson for you. The link is below. We'll go over strategies, dialogues, we'll practice. You will come out so confident in your ability to speak. The link is below. I'll see you there. The most important strategy out of everything we went through today is to stop expecting instant recall. It's an expectation we have in our minds that we'll just say something perfectly all the time. And realistically, that's not the case. Mindset is everything. You do not need perfectly instant recall to connect with somebody and to form a relationship with somebody. Even in English, we pause sometimes. We have to think about what we're saying. We'll mess up words that sound similar. It happens in our native language. If you're subscribed, you know the goal is not perfection, it's connection. We are our biggest critic. Just remember that. This worked for me too. Once you stop putting that pressure on yourself to be perfect all the time, your learning will skyrocket. Your confidence will skyrocket. You won't be bad at languages anymore. You'll feel so much better about everything. When I stopped putting the pressure on myself to speak perfectly, I was able to really bond with my family, and that's something nothing can replace. And if you want to stop this cycle of constantly translating in your head and you want to speak a little more naturally, then click this video right here where we go over the translation trap. A presto. Ciao.